It's me, Chris Young, again, back for oldermuscles.com, here to talk to you today about the magical world of dietary fiber. Part of this video is going to be me talking about this product, and part of it's just going to be talking about these types of products in general. This, as you can see, is a clear fiber powder. It's sugar-free, and I get it from these folks here at WINCO Foods. WINCO, for folks who don't know, that's an acronym for Washington, Idaho, Nevada, California, and Oregon, or at least as I understand it to be. So if you don't live in those states, you're probably not going to have this exact product store in your area, but if you look right here, this is just a generic version of prebiotic fiber like Benefiber. So when it comes to dietary fiber, that was not something that was on my radar for most of my life. It was only in recent years that I actually started valuing dietary fiber and started looking at like every nutritional label on every single thing to see what did or did not contain dietary fiber, and if it did contain dietary fiber, how much of it did it contain. This product and one similar to it are meant to boost your dietary fiber. I know it sounds obvious, but I'm gonna say it anyways. So it says right here, makes taking fiber easier. Let's just spin this off so you can see. It's just kind of a, well, not kind of, it is. It's just a white powder. And I put it in my water. Every day I try to drink as much water as possible, but for surely at least 100 ounces of just water. That's not coffee. That's not those hairspray water tasting sparkling cider drinks that I drink for my amino acid blend. It's just straight water. You put 2 tablespoons of this into it. Here, we'll spin this nutritional labeling around here so you can see. 2 teaspoons will give you 3 grams of dietary fiber. It's all soluble, and as if it wasn't self-explanatory, they give you directions. You just put it in there and twirl it around. It'll tell you how much you should have depending on your age. I am over the age of 12. And so it says to do it 3 times daily. I've never exceeded that. I don't know what happens if you do. I suspect it makes the train leave the station maybe a little bit more. And anyhow, the main ingredient and the only ingredient is dextrin. So if you do 3 servings a day, for all you math majors out there, that's 9 grams of dietary fiber that you'll have in your digestive system that you wouldn't have otherwise. Set this one down. There was one time when I was at WINCO and they were, for whatever reason, out of stock of this product, and I guess there were just a lot of people that were irregular, and so I went to a different store around here, Kroger. Around where I live, there are Fred Meyer's stores. Fred Meyer, I don't know if there's an S on it or not, but it's really the same thing. As you can see, everybody's saying we're like Benefiber, but these generic ones are cheaper. I like going to WINCO because it's an employee owned and operated store. I have several friends that work at WINCO, and so I try to support them. One thing I forgot to mention is that it is taste-free, as it says right here on the label. You just put it in your water. I don't know that it dissolves completely, but it definitely dissolves mostly. You'll see maybe a little bit of murkiness or a little bit of floaties in there. For the most part, it's no different than just drinking your water as you normally would. You wouldn't even really know that it's in there. So let's talk about the reasons why you would want to have more dietary fiber in your life. Increased dietary fiber will reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and colon cancer, among other things. It improves your digestive health and lowers your cholesterol. If you do find yourself being a little irregular, or when the train leaves the station, it's less than comfortable, we shall say, give yourself some more dietary fiber. That's usually a sign that you're not getting enough of it. I'm on a high protein diet, trying to get those gains, and anyone who's been on a high protein diet knows that that'll kind of plug you up a little bit. When you're eating a lot of egg whites and a lot of baked chicken breasts and other things that are just pretty much pure protein, you're going to need some dietary fiber in order to even things out, so to speak. And so that leaves really one main question, and that's how much dietary fiber should you get in a day? Like I said, if you do 3 servings of this, you're going to get 9 grams, but that's not enough. Initially, I thought, well, it's the size of the person. I'm only 5'4", so obviously Shaquille O'Neal is going to need more dietary fiber than me. And while that is still technically true, it's because of the amount of calories that you eat, and presumably Shaquille O'Neal eats more calories in a day than I do. So according to a 2009 study from the University of Kentucky, for every 1,000 calories you eat in a day, you should be getting 14 grams of dietary fiber. I don't necessarily know that if you go above that ratio. I'm assuming you're just more regular and it's not too bad of a thing to a point. But if you are below that ratio, you're below that 14 grams per 1,000 calories that you eat, you're going to want to boost your dietary fiber. And a product like this is a great way to do it. Well, now you know, and knowing's half the battle. As always, go to oldermuscles.com and any of our social media channels and accounts and various platforms that we're on. Show us some love, and thank you as always for the support.